Hey guys, it's Oluchi for Ray's Breakfast. Thanks for always tuning in. Our research has shown that you're probably not subscribed to our channel. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you never miss out on our latest content and stay in the loop with all things Ways. If the channel grows, it means more great content for you guys. So hit that subscribe button now.
Hello and welcome to What Are You Saying? Hashtag Ways, where we talk about topics in the news as it affects us all. I am Usayome Saleh, and today Franca and I are solo in studio. Hello, Franca. What a one?
We good.
Not we good. How are you? How was your weekend?
Fine. Always nice.
Huh?
Always nice to rest.
Really?
Book work won't kill us, but
God no go let us.
God no go let up kill us.
Hey, who sent us?
We're on a mission.
On a mission, Abby, to do what? To conquer the world.
To conquer the world. Be the better versions of ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always fun learning, you know. God will help us to be able to graduate. But we're here.
Hashtag Bruno.
We must
must graduate.
How are you? So what did you do differently over the weekend? Or intentionally?
We did the same thing all through the weekend. We were in class from 10 to 4.
10 to 4 we were in class. After 4 p.m.
Sleep.
I know they with you.
Sleep.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. I don't know what I did, but hey, I went to Chris for somebody this early morning. I woke up on a mission. Oh my God. God help me. And he has not called me.
Past 6.
All right, so if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channels at Official Upgrade TV, click the subscribe button and remember to share the link with families and friends and subscribe. You know, subscribe now. So it's our ladies' night out, and Franca and I will be having a conversation around a video that we saw that went online of a Nollywood actress, Bimba Kintola, talking about, you know, pay and disparities and all of that. So that will be our conversation. And here's what we found as today's quote. It says, trying to impress people by living a fake life. Quit trying to impress people by living a fake life, from Toyin Abraham. This we would understand this quote much later. So when we open our phone lines, we really love to hear your thoughts on some of the things that Bimba Kintola had talked about and whether you share same sentiments, you know, and what are your thoughts around it. We're trying to move away from political conversations just to kind of calm the system down. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back from that break, we want to see what we found in today's news. Thanks for staying with us. Now, International Day of Rural Women is observed annually on October 15th. It was established rather by the UN in 2007. It recognizes the vital contributions of rural women to agriculture, food security, and rural development. Now, the 2024 theme is empowering women living in rural areas through education and access to technology. And this theme emphasizes bridging gaps for sustainable agric food systems in Africa. The day aims to advocate for policies that empower rural women and highlight their role in combating poverty and hunger globally. Yeah, very, very important day, honestly. You don't understand the impact of these people until you are, you know, amongst them within the farmlands, because there are some things that, you know, even machines cannot do when it comes to crop harvesting, some grains and all of those things. You see a lot of women in those communities, in those villages. You see them, you know, processing tons and tons of what's it called, farm produce, year on year. I remember that I think I've said the thing several times. I saw a video of a lady in Ghana that empowers rural women, by educating their children, and they work for her. And shea butter. So she exports shea butter all over the world.
I think I saw that video.
Yeah, so I mean, it's very important that we understand their role, because without these people, some of the very quality things that we get when it comes to food and our grains and our things like cassava, processed cassava, and all of that, we might never have them without these women.
So I respect them a lot, because I see my grandmom as part of these people. Because I sit down and I think, every time I go home, and I see how industrious she is, and I'm thinking, if only this woman even went to school for like a day, should have been very intelligent. They do a lot. You'd imagine how they're able to navigate these things, and they have never passed the four walls of, entered the four walls of a school or anything. So I actually respect them, because they do a lot with just minimal knowledge.
Wow, so your grandma is still alive?
When I know now, as in my grandma back then.
Oh, back then.
Back then.
The way you said it, you say you see her.
Yes, I used to see her now.
You say you used to.
Okay,
hey,
okay.
I want to say, hey, you are lucky, you are blessed.
My grandmom died in 2005.
Oh, I never met my grandmom from either side.
Oh no, I did. My paternal grandmom died in 2005. Then my mom's mom died in 2002.
Wow.
So wow. I saw them. Even I saw my grandfather. I saw my great grandfather.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
I never saw any. I only saw my grandpa from my mom's side. That's all. Every other grand, they were already 6 feet on the ground. Well, it's fine. Also, all right. So what did you find for us in the news?
I was trying to avoid anything on politics and Nigerian problem, but it's inevitable. So federal government grants private jet owner 30 days extension. The federal government has rescinded its decision to ground 60 private jets owned by various individuals in Nigeria over unpaid import duty running into several billions of naira. The Punch today reported on Monday that the government, through a directive from the Nigerian Customs Service to the Nigerian Airspace Management Authority, was expected to have grounded the defaulting jets. There are reports that duties are not being paid on majority of the private jets currently in the country, with the NSC seeking to recover unpaid import duties running into several billions of naira. The development reported that led to NSC to carry out a 1-month verification exercise on all private jet owners in the country between June and July. So why I even took this is because you're using private jets and you're not paying for it.
Should we start this conversation again?
No,
I'm saying that because yesterday when the guest was talking about taxes and was talking about how Nigeria is, it's so interesting that it is the elites, that actually don't pay taxes. I can't they talk? And I was just trying to tell him that I think it's something that we too have come to accommodate. So it's going to be tough for these guys too, because it's not you and I.
Yes, even with the bank loans, they are the same people. They collect. They don't pay. They don't pay. They default.
It's just a bad habit, and it is because we have also condoned it, right? You see a very, very industrious, hardworking businessman or woman approach the bank. Please, I just need 50 million so that I can do my transactions. I can be able to whatever I will pay back. They will not answer you. Somebody will come and say, give me 10 billion. They will give that one 10 billion and they will start chasing that one to pay money and they will not pay back. Until we learn how to prioritize the people that needs to be prioritized in Nigeria, it's going to be difficult. I always say it all the time that, if we only are intentional about promoting and supporting in core of what support means, SMEs, Nigeria will be a lot better, right? We keep making the rich richer and keep widening that gap, yes, between the rich and the poor. So if you talk about private jet, first of all, for you to even own a private jet, you are not a
small person.
So what would it take for you to, you know,
just do the right thing?
Don't pay your taxes. But this is what they. But I'm saying that I don't blame the people not paying. I blame the people that are supposed to be the ones, you know, collecting those taxes because they look away.
So there's something. I had a conversation today with someone, and it's about this thing. So what happens? They're out of the country, and he's in the bank, and so we talk, you know, analyze issues and things like that, and he was talking about a staff, and the major problem was that issues like tax from Nigerian clients are always having issues, and the guy who is from China, from Asia, is not able to understand why there's always a tax issue with the clients who come in from Nigeria. So he was seeing it from the point of view that the guy is not able to manage the clients. And I said, no. So by the time we finished speaking, and I said, don't change that guy's narrative of what he knows. He's actually in the right. You, because of your culture and where you come from, you understand what is applicable there. And then you're enabling them if you try to work around it. So by the time we had that conversation, he said, you know what? He was just going to leave that guy there so that it takes a lot of stress off him. Trying to deal with the Nigerian clients who come from Nigeria with faulty tax system.
Yeah, you see, I keep saying that. You see all these big men and women. A lot of our Nigerians, if we relocate from this country and move to another country, it will be hard for us to survive.
Oh, yeah.
It will be hard because the bills will be slapping you from left, right, and center. We're not used to taxes.
They're not used to
paying anything.
Because you pay 40% of, you're paying 40% of what of your income.
How do you want to survive? That's why most people say, Nigeria is sweet. Nigeria is sweet is because
you're not paying
what you're supposed to be paying.
Yes.
It is well. All right, so let me take my story. I found this interesting because I tried to enter my GTB app. Since 2 days ago, I said, kill day.
You know, we have not been complaining because we're not using Zenith.
Even though it's small money, I don't complain because I don't use Zenith. But I say, even have small money right now, every penny counts.
I know.
You know, because I was just worried that I couldn't access my account and all of that. But I just saw this story and I thought to just take it, even though it's maybe unrelated or is related, I'm not sure. But the Nigerian police yesterday rearranged 4 bloggers, Precious Eze, Olawale Rotimi, Roland Olonishua, Sheun Odulami, on fresh charges before the Federal High Court in Lagos for allegedly cyber stalking and publishing false allegations through various social media outlets against Guarantee Trust Holding Company. The defendants are facing 10 counts bordering on conspiracy, cyber stalking, false and misleading publications, extortion, threats, and loss of shares and market value preferred against them by the police. And the defendants were initially arraigned on the 27th of September 2024 before the court on 2 counts of cyber stalking and false publication and spreading false information aimed at insulting the chief executive officer of Guarantee Trust Holding, that's Segun Agbaje. So after they took their pleas, Justice Ayokunle Faji ordered that they be remanded at the Ikoyi Correctional Center. This one is a serious matter. I'm just hoping that, you know, they'll be able to find a good lawyer, because this is not, you know, I when I saw the story at first, I just said, now the people who are attacked GTV for this, because person don't be open up. I couldn't do nothing. Like, I could not do anything. I say, hey.
But we need to be careful with social media. Social media
is very,
it's turning into
you have to be
else.
Intentional about not, look at Very Dark Man now. They, his case with Femi Falana.
Okay.
They have called him that I think they have resolved the case, but they've asked him to bring down the video and he should not mention Femi Falana from his mouth again. You know, because you think that, oh, I'm online.
Yeah.
Things are happening. So you have to be careful what you say.
The things you say travels really very fast.
It travels far. It travels far and fast as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, when I saw it, I just thought, is this the reason for the war? When I now read the story, I now knew that there was nothing there. But I still thought, you know, to mention, just be careful what you say, especially when you're online. And especially if you don't have evidence, because now they've said that they lost customers, they lost shares, they lost this, they lost that. You will have to pay for your your mistakes
or
for your actions. Yeah. All right, so we'll take a break now. When we come back from that break, we will continue the conversation. Stay with us. Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking.
It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future,
Yesterday's conversation shaped today.
What are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you. All right, thanks for staying with us. Now, tonight on the show, we will be looking at the financial disparities among actresses in Nollywood industry, right? Especially after veteran actress and media personality Bimbo Akintola spoke on the financial disparity amongst her colleagues, expressing curiosity about the lavish lifestyle of some actresses. Akintola, who admitted she isn't financially buoyant, often wondered how her colleagues fund their luxury or luxurious lifestyles, given the modest earnings from film sales. Now, she attributed their wealth to alternative sources, including maybe family wealth, business ventures, romantic relationships, and non-romantic relationships. All of them join. So you know what? Let's hear what she said to be able to, give more light to this conversation. Stay with us.
For a lot of actresses, right, maybe what it is that people can't understand where the money is coming from. Because we all know what the industry is about. We all know how much people earn. We all know how much you can earn, except you have money from home. Maybe you're from a rich family. Then some of the, lifestyle that we see, especially on social media, can't be real. And if it is real, where is it from? Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So, a lot of people come up to me, the way I can explain it, this is how I can explain it, being truthful, is that people come up to me and they say, oh, look at actresses, they are very rich. I say, I don't know about that, because I'm not rich. I said, when you see them, ask them what they do. I say it all the time. I say, ask them what they do. I say, how much, we know how much they sell film now, how much make. So for a lot of actresses that I see, I don't know if it's from home, if they're from very rich homes, maybe the money is from their home. Or there's other businesses that they're doing, because there has to be with the amount of wealth that some of our colleagues show. Yes. And of course, we've also heard stories of, actresses being wanted by politicians, actresses dating politicians, actresses doing, stuff with politicians and getting paid for it. So we've all heard that. We all know that, things like that do happen.
Yes.
But it's not just actresses that do that. Women in Nigeria do that.
Yes.
Because the poverty level is pretty high, isn't it? So a lot of women are on the level of whatever it is I can do to sustain myself and my family, I'm going to do it.
Okay. It's not only the actresses that do that. Women in Nigeria, Franca.
Well, you today. So honestly, she's one of the actresses I respect so much, because she's grounded. Like, really grounded. So
Have you ever met her before, though?
Yeah, I think once. Not spoken. You know me, I don't... Yeah. Events, yes, but you know me now, I don't... So what I want to say is I respect her opinion very well, because I respect her. But at the same time, so this video will what? You know, there are different concepts, there are different views to this thing. So I'm going to be very careful.
Why?
Because she said something.
I'm not here to be careful.
No. She said something. Women in Nigeria do a lot of things. So it's not about the actresses and everything. So I would say I want to take out the fact that they are what they do as a profession, and I focus on the women. Because it's your choice. Wow. I don't know why you're putting me here. But so it's a personal decision. It's your personal choice on what you want to do and the lifestyle you want to live. You and I have these conversations practically every day. We have chosen to hustle and not carry designer bags, Abi? So you know the struggle you face. But I get where she's coming from, and I've always said that there are a lot of things going on social media that are false, and they mislead a lot of the young ones. And I think that's why when they see people like this go into this profession, they think, oh, they're going to make it, you know, at the, you know, once they get in there. But it's not true. So that's why I appreciate people like this. You come out and say, oh, come. If you're coming into this place, it's not as rosy as you think. You go do other things, join. Ready to do all that? Ready to follow everything? Do you understand? We have mentors.
I'm not going to be serious on this topic.
You know why? Because we have our ear lekutes on this table. Do you understand? Our ear mamas on this table. So really, I would leave it to your personal choice. What you want to do, and you know, that's where I leave it.
So let me let me start by saying that you know, when people see you on TV, automatically they put you on a certain pedestal. They make you feel, they make it seem like just by the virtue of you being on TV, you're supposed to be a successful. There's something just about TV. So I mean, let's even leave actresses alone. Anybody that can find themselves on a TV channel, do you get what I'm saying? Like somebody can literally watch you on a screen. It changes the narrative for you. Like automatically, people start to see you in a certain light. So let me try to land the point. So I always say to people that media is not all that it seems to be. I mean, if you look at in terms of pay grade, media is the worst paying job. You understand? Worst paying job in Nigeria. I don't know about any part of the world.
That's like the way politics.
Do you get what I'm saying? Media is the worst paying job in Nigeria. But what I always say to people is that what media gives you access, it gives you leverage. So when you walk into a room, because somebody has been seeing you on TV, you are able to gain audience with that person. So it is only the smart people, right, that are able to understand the power that media possesses. That is not financial reward, because trust me, it doesn't pay you, you know. But what it gives you is beyond financial. It means that you can walk into any room, you can go into any door, you can knock on that door just by recognition, right? You are giving audience, you're giving access. Then the transactions begin to happen. Then you're able to do other things. So that's why you see the smarter Nollywood people, the smarter on-air personalities that did not do what the older generation did. Most of them do a lot of businesses. Most of them do a lot of transactions. They do so many things. Now you even see a lot of people coming out to do a more influencing work, right? Because they know that, okay, if I come, if I make an appearance in a certain space, or I go and give a speech, or I go and compare an event, they pay me. So people are now taking advantage of that popularity to then build a business or build an income around it. But the media in itself, and I totally 100% agree with her, the media in itself doesn't pay. I mean, that's why the likes of RMD, I think it was RMD, was it Genevieve was part of them? You remember that time that they were banned, when they had to fight for a pay rise. Do you understand? And afterwards, producers like AY, producers like Moabudu started adding a bit of, so now even the recent producers, they are adding a bit of, what's it called? value to the actors, so they pay them better than what actors used to be paid in the past. Wow. So I get that part where she's saying, but I don't want to believe that it is all Nollywood actresses that are poorly paid. I don't want to believe so.
Wow. I hear you. I've heard everything you said. But guess what? I'm sure the amount you're speaking, I'm sure you heard her. She speaks very well. Mm-hmm. She's very,
fluent.
She's very fluent. When she opens her mouth, it's knowledge. Do you understand? So she not be my.
Correct person.
Correct person. That's in. Before she started, even I know she was where she went to Unilag or something. No, I think Ife or Ibadan or something. When I was reading about her or something, But why I say that is these things you mentioned that they do with the publicity. These are things she can do. So what they are talking about is not the opportunities that are available to them, because you can't say that she has not made use of those opportunities. Just saying, those opportunities we have with our so-called stardom. Will he buy you a G-Wagon? Will he buy you a house in Banana Island? That's what she's saying. So it's not, when she says, oh, she's not doing well, she's okay, she can pay her bills. You understand? You did TV. You get those avenues to introduce yourself, do public speaking. I know you don't collect money for public speaking.
No, please repeat yourself. I'm charging now. No go there. May nobody call me. If there's no pay, don't call me. This is no go economy.
But I think what she's trying to say that the extravagant, I think it's what she's talking about is not your regular lifestyle. It's what we see on social media that she's talking about. You're entering a private jet, you're doing this, you're doing that. That's what the concern is. And really, my sister, check up. Check out, balance out. Yes. Check it. So, I remember even when late Onyekanwelu had the conversation, she actually mentioned the same thing. That she's not, you understand, she manages her finances. She was doing a lot of things by herself. And these are the people these are, if you want to call the very successful singers or public speaking people, these are the people you're going to mention. So really, I don't want to begin call the ones when they buy the houses and everything.
No, we will soon call them. I just wait because I want to use this show to blow. Maybe this might be what we blow us. But I was just gonna ask. So if this is the situation, why are they not confident to just come out and say, you understand, this is what I do?
What do you do?
Who is going to hold a gun to your head?
What do you do, sister? What do you do? What do you do?
No,
I'm going to come out and say you loan the money?
But you see, you remember when Gistlover bring out Akpabio, because she mentioned politicians, and she said that it's not even just dating, that they do stuff for them.
Yes.
And I remember that when Gistlover brought out those lists of those actresses and linked them to Akpabio, part of what was said was the fact that some of them were girlfriends, some of them were being used as tools to launder money. Because it is very easy when you are popular, right? Some of the security checks that regular people will go through.
You won't go
at
through
the what's it called, at the gates when you're traveling and all of that. Celebrities don't really go through all of those things.
Yes.
So they are the quickest people to be able to move things. But it's not really just at the table of actresses, or even, it's just popular people in general, because even musicians, right? Musicians, all these music artists, a lot of them, really, how much do they really make in terms of the, what's it called, the ticket sales and all of those things that can match up to the lifestyle? So if you want point finger,
so her, I think,
wait now, if you want point finger to every one of us.
No, but guess what? So she said, because she's an actress, so they were directing it to her.
Yeah.
So that's why it's about. I'm sure if it was a musician or Don Jazzy or anybody, you understand, it would have been about the music industry. So I think this is peculiar to her because she's an actress.
You know what? Let's take a break.
Just the same way we have celebrities from Big Brother Nigeria.
You know, there was a meme that came out. They say Tinubu economy. They say normally when Big Brother people come out from the house, they get fun where they buy their car. they say where are all the fans that are supposed to be buying cars for Big Brother
I was
people?
going to say something. I can't remember saying I saw a post somewhere that said if you call those names, be careful.
Which name be that?
T?
No. We know they call that one. Our daddy. We'll call him our
daddy.
We'll take a break. When we come back from that break, we want to open our phone lines and carry on with the conversation. Stay with us.
Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges.
With the growing youth population and very little engagement.
That is a ticking time bomb.
We're blessed people with a diverse culture who have a lot to say.
And yes, we are talking.
It is important we drive conversations that informs, inspires, and influences thoughts and actions.
If we say there is beauty in diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture.
We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation.
As we are the hope for the future,
Yesterday's conversation shaped today.
what are you saying to shape your tomorrow?
We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you.
Thanks for staying with us. Now, if you just tuned in, it's our ladies' night out, and Franca and I are trying to make sense of what Bimba Akintola had said about the disparity among actresses in Nollywood. Please, let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. Our phone lines are also now open. Do you agree with Bimba Akintola, and you have a story to share with us? You have something to say about it? Call us on 07025007749 or 07014242420. Remember to turn off the volume of whatever device it is that you're watching us from so we don't get a feedback. This is so interesting, but I want to ask a question, a very, very curious and very, very innocent question.
Okay.
What's in the inside actress body? Because you go see, say, actor and actress, but they say that they call them actors, both of them, a female actor and a male actor. They start off their career almost at the same time. And it's almost like from the female actor goes from 0 to 1 million, like in a second. She's buying a brand new car, she's buying a house in a very highbrow area. I mean, she's doing all sorts of things. But for the guys, it's not the same.
Maybe a few of them.
Do you understand?
Yes.
You understand? For the guys, it's not the same. So it then begs the question, right? Do people go into the profession knowing the what it would attract, or they actually go into the profession for the love of the profession? Because again, if you look at what is even happening within Nollywood, you will see that a lot of the acting has been watered down.
Oh yeah.
Right? It is just all about bomb, somebody that has a
big
bomb that has done their body, and you are able to, so that's why sometimes it's so, for me, it is really tacky watching Nollywood content, because it is really irritating for me. I mean, do you want to act and let me see the acting, let me see the talent, or you are here to come and showcase your body? Because if you then dive deep into what Bimba Akintola has said, it then tells you why acting is no longer what it used to be.
Well, yes, that's what
it
is.
Because in those days, when you act, you go sit down, you go watch, and you go feel something. But now it's just all about, it's so plastic. The hair, the makeup, you are not even seeing through the actor. You understand? You're not seeing through it. And it has really, really messed it up for me. I don't know. That's why it's tough. No matter how they try to do, it's very tough for you to see me take myself to the cinema. I'll rather probably do it on a streaming platform. But carry myself, go cinema, say I won't go watch Nollywood movie. No. I won't do that. And I hear what she said about producers, because if you had listened to the full, there was a 5-minute clip, we just only shortened this. She has said that producers are the ones making money. But I'm saying that even now, I mean, I've seen actors that will tell you that their daily pay is a lot of money. It's either you pay or you leave it, because now they are also beginning to take advantage of the other things that they will bring to your film. You understand? In terms of driving the eyeballs, because right now everybody is fighting for the same eyeballs, right? And if you're able to give, first of all, a great story coupled with great acting, right, and the right people, you will get the eyeballs. And if you notice, a lot of people are moving towards the streaming platforms like YouTube and all of that. So yeah, people are looking for that. But I want to ask the question: what exactly is the craze behind the aesthetics of an actress that makes her, you know, very, very appealing and attractive to these politicians and all of those people that she talked about?
So honestly, I think for some people, monkey no fair mama like them. So I think it's just what they want. Some people just want to be with you because
they like to point to the TV
you know, those kind of things. And then, so initially, I know it was about what the woman had up there. You know, there was a bit of detail to it. So with due respect to everybody, I just would wish that, you know, there was more content to all those things. It's not about the plastic body and all that. You know, I just feel that people should put in more into themselves, because when you do that, it's no longer about you don't even need to do the plastic body. But I think that's what sells right now. And then you said something about actors saying they earn a lot of money. Well, what's your definition of a lot of money? I'm asking you a question, because how many movies do they get to do in a year? So what's your definition? Are you saying that they could pay one person 30 million?
No.
So what are you saying? You can't even begin to compare that to how much they spend. So when you say they pay them a lot of money, what's your definition of a lot of money? So I understand her point of view, but at the same time, like I said, choices. She has made her choice. Other people have made their choices. It's just like, I don't want to make it about the Nollywood, you know,
industry.
Even in civil service, let's take it to civil service. People go into civil service not because of the salary. They say, oh, when they grow to a certain level,
and the perks that come, and the access that they have.
Exactly. So that's what happens. So it's the same thing. They say now workshop. Now where you work, you go chop. So it's the same thing. So people take advantage of it, and some people do not do that. You when you cry, say you not get money, to say you do what you need to do now, if you don't blow.
Well, but no, speaking to that, Franca, you think, say, this thing now, do we want to tie the high rise in divorces, high rise in, especially, I've heard this thing several times where a man is very, very worried that his wife, you know, is on TV. Right? Is it possible that
I don't think
this
it's just
also
about,
can be tied to that?
I don't think it's
because
about
now
TV.
It's not making it look like most people that are on TV, these are the things they do. No, I'll tell you a story.
Okay, no, so let me tell you why.
Let me tell you a story.
No, before you go there.
I was somewhere,
okay,
right? And a guy actually said that to me. Do you understand?
What?
That everybody that is on TV is promiscuous.
Okay. Why I say it's not about TV, do you know when a lot of men didn't want their wives to be bankers? Same thing. A lot of men didn't want their wives to be bankers. A lot
because
of men
they feel like the female bankers
so
were
I
used
think
as,
that yes, funds to go marketing and all that. So I just feel that once you're out there, once you're visible, there's a problem. So the men think that once she's visible, there's a problem. So it's not about where you are. It's that visibility that's the problem. People get to see you, get to encounter people, and then you're exposed to a lot. So it's that exposure they're worried about. Because if you're somewhere, maybe you own a shop, now who come your shop could come meet you. But when you're on TV and you're saying, hello, my name is Wam, you know, lights already make you fine.
Even I find normally.
Good. Then you can't add lights, join up. And I was like, oh, she yellow, fine girl.
I mean, the spec.
Yeah, the spec. And she tall, she get everything, you know. So my point is, once that happens, you know, and if you're open to search, you go blow.
Hey, is that why perhaps I'm not blown?
You have not blown yet.
but honestly speaking, when you said that thing, when I said a lot of money, I was thinking like pay grade, maybe they tell you, oh, pay me 1 million naira or 2 million naira per day. Well, I can't think again. Even me as I think the houses these people buy. I remember one particular actress when the person buy, car.
And they buy house, they buy the car joint.
Do you understand?
They go together.
They can't put big bow on top and say, hey, I can't they calculate the car. How old is this person? People who don't they work for bank for years. For years. If they want buy car, they buy on higher purchase. Like they literally buy and pay over a 4-year period.
So do
you understand what I'm saying? So how is it possible that these people are able to afford this kind of lifestyle? Right? So for me, what would have made sense to me?
They have sponsors.
No, that's what I'm saying. Come out and say it. The one that annoys me is the one that you now come out and be saying that, God. God, and why do you do that? Stop deceive, because you are deceiving a lot of young people. They see people on TV and they think, oh, if once I go on TV, I'll be successful. I remember many years ago, hey, they will call for me again. Okay, where I was working, I will not call the name again. Where I was working, there was a particular news anchor that I really liked. You understand? Every time you see an Isai Koke, Isai Marwa, Isai Boss. In fact, some on-air personalities, I will not mention their name just for the sake of whatever, they didn't have car, but guess what? They said they can never enter Keke bike or whatever. They used to take cabs. Do you understand? They used to take cabs to work. And because they were trying to protect an image, because now they have become very popular. And the funny thing about terrestrial channel, it makes you extremely popular. Everybody can be calling your name on the street. But they could not have the Naira and Kobo to match that popularity. So that's why I feel...
That's why they say fake it till you make it.
No. So that's why I even feel... This is not even fake it. I feel that once the popularity comes and you are not financially capable to take care of that needs. Popularity, it will be difficult for you not to do some of the things that,
So before you meet your helper, you would have to fake it. That's where they say fake it till you make it.
You say this thing, let me say it, Franca. Even people where they do business. This thing is deep. I just don't want to call names. People where they do business, you just wake up, you just start to sell clothes. Or you sell food, wait now, or you sell hair. And all of a sudden you're buying a property in Banana Island.
So
how is that possible?
That's what we just said, that it's not.
So this one is not even issue of women. It's not even women too. Because even men. Okay, look at all these car dealers, for instance. You will see their car. The cars that they are selling is still packed in the lot. And they are living a lavish life. Where are they getting the money from? So I think we should just be honest with ourselves that there's a lot of underground transactions that happen in Nigeria. And it is not tied to a woman.
Oh no, it's not.
It is not.
But men have also started doing raise it up and all. So
men raise it up. I don't understand your English. I mean, break it down into my common language.
Just the same way women are selling themselves, men are also selling themselves. So don't they get paid for those services too?
Well, how lucrative is that business? How much possibly can you make from that business? I feel like there's more. I don't just believe that it is women sleeping around, promiscuity. I believe there's more. There might be other things that people are doing. So don't forget that there's a proliferation of drugs in Nigeria, especially within Lagos.
So you see,
it has to be much more than that. It cannot just be that because I'm sleeping with somebody and I'm buying G-Wagon and buying all those things.
Listen, you have to, if you're making money from ways, you put it in breakfast show. Do you understand? You make money from ways. You invest it in breakfast show.
No, they use my show. We never make money yet. Me personally, where they watch now, no things say I don't make money.
No, but I'm just saying. So if you do this, you make money from one part of your business, you invest it in the one that will bring profits, because this one feel depreciate. This part of the business might be depreciating and you don't want it to. So you select your market here, put it here for returns. So you find out that they do 3 or 4 things, and then they might not just even have one customer. That's another thing.
But don't you think that people will look at Bimbo and Ketola and say that she's speaking from a place of jealousy? Because I know all these people. Now, because she no get, that's
which was why I said
do you
preference.
Think, yeah.
That's why I said preference, choices. So she had the opportunity to make her choices, and she chose to be the person that she is. That's what I said. And honestly, in her comments or her statements, there was nothing jealous about what she said. She was just being real.
That's what I'm saying to you, that people
but she was
would attribute these kinds of conversation, and I mean they will listen to these kinds of conversation and say, I beg you.
No, but what she
because
said,
maybe she no see the sugar that. No, I'm just being honest with you.
No, but you see,
because she
people
will say that.
But guess what? There's another thing to it. Say she not get money, no me say she not get customers too. You might be charging different prices.
Hey, okay. Let's close the show. I don't tire.
You know, so.
But she didn't sound like she had a customer.
No, but she might be in for long-term relationships. You go into different things for different things. Yes, because she's also exposed to the same thing. Some people decide to monetize theirs. Some people decide to do theirs for love. It's optional.
Let's say you want start school of mentorship. You want start school of mentorship.
No, but people have different reasons for doing things. So you could meet somebody today and say, oh, I don't fall in love with him. I know somebody will meet somebody when they say, no, do, he say, oh, I just liked him, I did it, I know collect better money. Somebody else will go there focused. When you go, so you don't derail from what you are there for. Brother, let's leave affection first. You know, this is why we're here. This is what the fee is. This is transactional. We do this is what it is. If you want us to do love, I don't use yourself to ask this question.
No.
How do people make a transaction?
I'm not even talking about how they make transaction. How much possibly can you make? Are you able to make up to? Okay, are you able to make up to 100 million from that transaction?
No, but you see,
possible.
So, but you see,
because the houses that these people buy,
but wait, so
are
you
in hundreds of millions.
Oh, so you need to
and
check what. So you see, this is business. There's the amount of money you put in, or the amount of time, you see, when they do their body, is investment. So you won't carry somebody that doesn't have BBL, you understand, and pay for a certain amount, and this is business. So they have different fees for this thing. If we're going outside, there's a fee. If we're doing local, there's a fee. You know, so different things. You don't know the business. Leave it for people that are thriving in the business. Don't go and spoon on that person. You want to bring out the spoon now. This man go come, they talk, say, oh, when they say this, oh, now discharge be this. No. But seriously, you'll be shocked at how much these women make from these things.
Wow.
You'll be shocked because there are some good men out there.
I have nothing else. Today I'm speechless. But speaking to what she said, right? I mean, even not for the sake of just say, okay, morality, but she said it to push morality aside. What about, when it comes to health struggles and all of that? Because you can't do that.
You never see person when they work for machine, we work for factory where machine cuts in hand.
Okay, so that's the hazards of the game, maybe. But she didn't talk about things around family wealth. Have we seen any of those?
Well, you're taking it too personal.
No. Because I'm trying to understand.
Do you know their rich house?
No, she broke down different things that might be the reason.
Maybe their grandfather had money, so you don't hear their father's name, but so you don't get to hear. Yeah.
Because she talked about maybe it is generational wealth or anything, but in her own dealings, she has never seen where just by being an actor, right, can take you anywhere in terms of like financial reward.
But you see, the truth is, unless there's something I need to say, let's not take it that not everybody in the industry is doing this. Some people are actually very hardworking. Some people are actually getting money from other places and reinvesting it somewhere else. So please, not everybody in that industry is doing this. We're saying that, some people are very hardworking, but some other people are also doing things because there are men doing very well. It doesn't mean they have families and all that. You can't say they're doing the same thing. So everybody, choices and perspective of how you see things.
But do you think that with the current economic situation, right, things will get, because I've said this thing several times, right? Somehow I'm beginning to excuse a lot of things because it's really tough, right? Being in Nigeria and you want to do certain things, maybe this was the money you had budgeted, you had saved towards it, and all of a sudden one policy comes, changes everything, and you're unable to do that. So are we going to be seeing more of this kinds of conversations, right? Because again, you see a lot of young people doing this stuff, and that's where I'm even a bit worried, right? because of the economic situation, do you think
so
we can excuse some of these behaviors?
No, I don't want to link it to the economic, the economy right now. You know why I say that? It is the mindset of the men. There's a problem with the mindset of the men. It's not even about if you're even asking them. Well, let's be honest. You don't have to ask them for money for them to offer you to say, come. You go somewhere and the man is making passes at you already because he thinks that that's what would... In fact, he's telling you that's what is going to give you what you want from me. That's what it is. So there's a mindset problem here. And because the ladies... I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying, you know... And because the ladies know that for me to get this, I need to do this because that's the norm, which is not supposed to be. Because if you don't do it, then you don't get what you want. You go need to hustle, except you hold God.
And this thing you've just said, right? I remember the old Nollywood. If you listen to the people that started Nollywood, they had a lot of all of these allegations.
Yes.
That producers
would sleep with a lot. Yeah,
we're not going to pick them for roles, even if they did so well, until they said yes to their sexual advances. So, I mean, if an actress has already slept her way to be able to get a role,
exactly?
I mean, it means that she's aiming for something bigger.
Yes.
You understand?
I know a young guy who said he left the industry for modeling because of this same thing. So these things are still there. So if you have to do that to get into limelight, my sister.
The fashion industry is even worse.
Okay.
It's actually very worse because I know a lot of people that, they just said, what, I've had it. I know a particular actor as well. He was doing so well in Nigeria, comparing different things and all of that. He just upped and left.
Yeah, because big women
are also... So that's why I'm saying that I feel like, to give this conversation a bit of context, is a generalized thing.
Yes.
And I think it's a society that has come to normalize things like this. Do you understand? They've come to normalize an abnormal situation.
Yes.
Because you walk into an office, sir, here is my CV. I qualify for this job. No.
You're not looking at the CV.
You understand?
Young girl,
I like this, your yellow. Meet me somewhere.
Yes,
you meet a lecturer, the same thing. So it is so when somebody has been bombarded with that kind of advances and what's it called? Consistent attacks and all of that to their sexuality. What would it take if somebody that now has the means?
In fact, I just remember the conversation. We went somewhere on Friday. Do you remember the girl who said she was attached somewhere? This girl has not even gone into the workspace. You remember that lady who said that 3 of her supervisors were chasing her and wanted to sleep with her. And because of that, she was looking to change her whole career. You were the one who spoke to her. So you can imagine that mindset.
Let's take a comment. It says, good evening, dear beautiful sisters of What Are You Saying? The Nollywood industry is widespread with so many people. My dear beautiful sister who made mention of the Nollywood industry, not what it used to be before. Things have changed. She added that people have the idea that when you appear on screen, you're already successful. That's a wrong mentality. People also have the mentality that actresses are being paid a lot of money. The money they spend naturally is quite different from the one they get from movies. There is serious beefing amongst actresses. I told you that people will think it's beef concerning the money they make and fame. This is really a very serious matter. My heart goes out to my dear beautiful sisters, Marianne, concerning her loss. I commiserate with her. She should be strong and take heart. My name is Daniel Iloway's regular fan. Thank you so much, Daniel. So I don't know. I'm hoping that that we're able to, because this is not something that just stops at the table of just actresses. It's a generalized thing. I mean, you get to see even in Hollywood, right, where they started accusing a lot of big-time producers. A lot of them were stepping down. Why? Because they too, they were being what's it called? They were being, when the Me Too movement started, they were also being called out for what's it called, sexual harassment.
Yes.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So some women have just said, you know what, they harass me. I know they harass me. Make a cuckoo do am with it. One way go pay me. Because that's what it is.
So, like I said, choices. I was telling you that I went for a meeting today, and the question that I was asked, and you were the one even telling me that I should be ready for such questions. So I think that the truth is the mindset of a lot of people, you understand, is in the wrong place. We have normalized a lot of abnormal stuff and think it's fun and think that's how it should be, because of the things we think is acceptable everywhere. So I get it, and like I'm not here to condemn anybody or say, oh, there's no wrong, there's no right. I'm not here to say that. What I'm here to say is your conscience should be the best place, should deal with all this. Whatever works for you, fine. Now you go enjoy the money. If they cut your hand, now your hand ain't cut. There's a story of somebody, it was everywhere, an actress who said that a pastor slept with her and plenty things happen. She died, she is sick, she never died, she don't wake up. You know those kind of stories. It happens, real life, So, like I said,
no, but you see the hazards of the profession.
And she dey face am alone. I follow her chop the money. And she has come to advise people from her experience that don't do this.
I just want to talk to any young person that is going to be watching this, right? That the fact that you see people on TV does not mean that they are successful.
Oh, no.
So be intentional about, building real wealth for yourself. There are so many creative ways to make money these days. And I think even the internet has helped us a great deal. And that's why you see that content creators, people don't even believe how much they make, based on what they're doing.
Well, don't even go there. Somebody will send message now.
In fact, let's not go there. But I was just going to say that, for whatever it is that you're doing, there is the business of it and there's the craft of it. If you understand the business of it, you will start to make money from it. But if you are only stuck on the craft, it might be tough for you to make money. But God will help us.
All of us.
Yeah. I had a lot of things to say, but I decided not to say much.
We also need helpers.
Yes, we need helpers too.
We need helpers.
So that the person that is watching me that is my helper will not say,
we need helpers.
Some of you, they make mouths for TV. We need helpers too. But I just pray we are able to find the balance. We're able to find the balance. But thank you so much, Franca.
You're welcome.
We survived the topic.
We tried not to do certain things because we have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, don't even go there.
Yes.
All right, so thank you so much for watching. Before we go, ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channels at Official Upgrade TV. Remember to like, share, comment, and follow us on all our engagements. If you missed our quote for today, here it is again. It says, quit trying to impress people by living a fake life. And this was from Toyin Abraham. I reserve my comment. We'll see you guys. That quote, Abby.
Hey guys, it's Oluchi for Raised Breakfast. Thanks for always tuning in. Our research has shown that you're probably not subscribed to our channel. What are you waiting for? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below so you never miss out on our latest content and stay in the loop with all things Ways. If the channel grows, it means more great content for you guys. So hit that subscribe button now.